Howdy, hi, Spaceman Josh here, and welcome back to Stellaris. I apologize for the late upload. I've been a little sick lately, and so it's still in a little bit of recovery mode. Got a cough drop to try to keep you from, keep myself from busting y'all's eardrums from my constant coughing. Let's go ahead and I loaded up right where we left off. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let it go.
Construction complete.
All right. Time project. I think we had one of the scientists already trying to do that. Yep. From the SIBULAN POLITY, they appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels and our open hostiles between us have ceased for the moment. Oh, hey. Direct democracy. Fanatic xenophile. Alright, that's kind of good. Materialistic. Or materialist. Okay, so they get increased research speed. Seems interesting. Greetings from the SIBULAN POLITY. Chancellor Beak of Blue is our elected representative, but in truth all citizens have a voice in our government. We strive to better ourselves through technology and by studying the alien cultures we encounter as we explore the galaxy. Let's go. We have no desire for conflict, SIBULANs. Oh, hello. They're right there. That's kind of cool. So we really want to take this soon, because that's right there. Same with this one. I think this one is being worked on. No, you're moving this over here. Yeah, no, for now, I just want us to take this. So, I need you to stop. And then we'll actually have you move over here, because there's more resources over there. And then this person just finished the starbase over here, so we'll have them move over here. And that way we can get the starbases over here and sort of cut them off. And looks at it, they can still kind of go this way, though we'll try to take as much of this as we can as well, and just that way we get more space. Or if these two people are pacifists with us, and we just kind of take off this part here, it'll basically stop them from expanding this way. They'll have to expand the other way, and then we can free to expand that way. That way we don't have to fight anyone this way. We can there's probably a way to end up making them allies. And then that way we sort of like, in a way, shared space in a way. I don't know. I'll figure it out. All I know is if I find anyone this way, I can't be peaceful with them unless they're still a way for me to expand. Oh, they have little different icons. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's cool. That they have all the different little things. And we only really know about the ones in our space. Which makes sense. Let's continue with that. We have 34. How are we doing with this? We're doing pretty well. Let's go ahead and go on to fast. Our construction ship is still going around doing all the other stuff because we still have a lot of this. How are we doing up here? We're almost done with setting ground on the new world. This one is the one I'm really worried about, because as soon as that one finishes, oh, they're going that way. As soon as this one finishes, we have to add resources into the next one. Sector resources, and then I also have to keep an eye on this one as well, because now there's 4 planets using 4,000 resources. The director of the Museum of Ecobiology on Shahet Prime is issued a request for the procurement of several live alien species. These creatures were spotted on surveyable habitable worlds, but they are difficult to capture. Require the full resources of a science ship for a lengthy period of time. At this time, we don't have the resources to spare, so because there's other stuff I'm trying to worry about. We only have 2 science ships. at the moment. I don't think we need more.
Colony established.
Cool. That was in SIBULAN Prime. There we go. SIBULAN. Automatic. I want you to automatically take care of this stuff. Don't have the knowledge base for it. It's gone fastest. Dadaska will be the next one. They're already continuing to build more stuff, which is good. We'll click on this, because it's almost there. 38, go ahead and do it. Almost there.
Colony established.
Automatic. Take a look at the resources. Special project. The science officer has finished supervising the relocation of the Duthnak to their new home. A convoy of civilian freighters equipped with massive pressurized gas tanks ferried the gaseous beings across space and deposited them into the gas giant's atmosphere. Their ancestral transmitter and scanner array were also brought along. Hail them. We are forever in your debt. This planet has exceeded our expectations. For the first time, generations are young and frolic in the upper atmosphere without starting to glow. We've decided to call our new home Baldarok after your species. Future generations of Duthnak shall always know the name of their saviors. Baldarok, we are Jehetma. Really? I could have sworn. Apologies, but it can be difficult to tell you solids apart. I'm afraid it's too late to change the name now. It has a nice ring to it, though, don't you think? Good luck with your new home. Thank you again, dear friends. May the atmospheric currents always keep you aloft. That's cool. And now we share a system. Let's go ahead and transfer more resources because we're getting to that limit there. We can only have 15,000, so let's just... There we go. Is there a maximum of the local stockpile? I don't think so. But there's definitely a max to this. I don't remember how to increase it. So... There's also a shared stockpile that everyone uses. You can also probably increase that a little bit. That's up to 2,000. That's kind of cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and back to normal. 72 influence. Another colony on Dadaska. I already did that one. This one's more important. That's in the Reganenis. There you are. I need you to build the Starbase outpost. Do it. Okay. Why does this one... Oh, because I probably hit a number. Every other game I've ever played, you always hit the numbers to change the speeds. So I just keep doing that. I could probably get rid of those hawkers. It's not really that necessary.
Construction complete.
Cool. So I want you to build mining stations, and then you'll build the research stations. Because they're all important now. We have way too much research. I gotta keep an eye on the influence as soon as we hit 67 so I can get this. And then we would have effectively cut them off right here.
System survey complete.
Cool, where is it at? Oh, this one. Oh yeah, there's alloy there. That's cool. Ooh, a natural wormhole. And so we're having this side ship kind of go over here. What did we... Oh, SIBULAN Prime. Oh, we're almost done with this one. Right. Oh yeah, the high quality minerals.
Sector. First select a planet in frontier space and press the Create Sector button. This will make the planet the capital of a new sector, and all frontier space systems within 6 hyperjumps will be added to it. Construction complete.
There was a bunch of stuff that happened all at once on that, and I kind of understood most of it, but... Population growth speed, I don't really need that. Society research from researchers, plus 20%, that might be useful. I don't think I need the ground defense planning. Off-road trading company, that might be useful, but this takes less research, and it increases the research from society, so let's go ahead and do that one. And then we're at 60, so 2 more months. And I should be able to do it
Special
again.
project complete.
Ooh. Deciphering the pictograms from the benefactress's shrine was a much smoother process than anticipated. All linguists involved described the language quickly connecting or clicking in their minds despite its age and complexity. However, the writings are unlikely to make much sense until they are combined with the other writs associated with the rest of the quantum virate godhead. Fascinating.
System survey complete.
Cool, another one. Up here. No, that's not a lot. This probably isn't a big system. Nope. Wait, what was that thing of it? Ooh, oh yeah, the wormhole. Oh, there's 2 worlds.
Complete.
Research. Let's pause it. Science. Cool. Fusion reactor. Sounds cool. Barrier point defense. Disruptor. High energy bullets that weaken and destroy the nuclear bonds that hold the target's consistently atoms together. Oh, so they attack directly the hull and actually the crew itself. That might be useful. It's between these two. They do further in several different fields. This takes about half as much and it unlocks a lot more, so let's go ahead and do this one. And we actually have enough now. Construction. Let's go down to here. Yep, I need you to finally finish cutting them off.
Construction complete.
Cool. SIBULAN Prime is wasting no time taking care of their stuff.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
38, do it. You already looked at one of these
Special
worlds.
project
0%. That's funny. After days of activities that can be best termed fiddling, science officer has retrieved the Doctrine of the Undaunted, a textile scroll coated with a sturdy plastic polymer. Fascinating.
Construction complete.
Cool. Is this one set to automatic? An odd factory. Hidden factory, SIBULAN Prime. Old civilization. Easily use the factory to add to the colony's production output. That's good. They are automatic. Cool. Crawling on the planet's face. While on the planet is prohibitively irradiated, at least one advanced form of life flourished on Galarum 2. Anthropological in nature, science officer reports that the creatures exhibit impressive collective decision-making skills and that the outside stimulus may spur them to greater evolutionary heights.
We have discovered highly evolved animal life.
Oh,
With the right technology, we may eventually be able to uplift these beings to sentience and intelligence, or what passes for intelligence among organics.
that's a good way of putting it. It would be perhaps be wise to keep an eye on our research and direct it towards epigenic triggers if given the opportunity. The crew of the ship has been found dead. What is more disturbing is that they appear to have been killed by some highly advanced brain parasites which infested them and drove them mad. Thanks to science officer's findings, we are able to protect our own crew from being infected. Cool. That is useful. I'd rather not have another Star Trek situation on our hands. Well, they went that way.
Construction complete.
Coolio. Alright. The doorway, what can only be described as a dimensional portal, has been discovered in a remote location on Tadasca Prime. Weather prediction algorithms notice a strange air current which is eventually determined to be caused by a slight leakage of atmosphere into the portal. The rate of loss is far too small for it to make any difference for life on Tadasca Prime, but the very existence of this portal raises some disturbing questions such as where does it lead to, and could something come through the portal from the other side? Let's issue a special project.
Situation log updated.
Yeah. Situation log, should probably take a look at these. Probably do, yeah, let's do that. Now there's these ones. I think the scientist is starting to take care of most of these. I believe it's supposed to be one of these scientists. This one. They're taking care of the one that's down here. And then they'll come down, take care of this one. And then they'll go over to that system there. And they will survey that system so we can try to sort of connect the dot and keep the Rithilian kingdom from going over this way and expanding this way. The further we trap these colonies on this end, the easier it is for us to go this way, and we'll only worry about fighting people in this direction. Okay. Now let's go ahead. This construction ship isn't doing anything. Where are you at? You're over here. Let's have you travel. Let's see, where's a good place? Let's have you go over here. Just that way we can build that once we're finally ready. And then this construction ship, go ahead and build the mining station to get that energy. This construction ship's almost done with that. And so after they finish that, I may have them go. Let's see, what do I want to take them? I think I'll probably, let's see. There's that ship going over there. So this ship we can probably then take and just finish off with the mining stations over here. And then by that point, hopefully we'll be at least close to having the science ship go over there.
Construction complete.
Over here, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of resources. This one has a lot of
Special
energy.
project complete.
Special project. Science officers reported back to the ship findings at the Recipient's Shrine. They recognized early on that the text is some logographic script is inlaid in the walls, heavily distorted by the layers of translucent lacquer. Initial attempts at unscrambling the text, relying on the raw processing power of the ship's computers to reconstruct the text from plain images, proved fruitless as it was simply too distorted to replace any known lingual family tree. Next, the crew of the ship attempted bombarding the lacquer with light of varying wavelengths and intensity, but no beneficial reactions were observed. The science officer apparently considered physically separating the lacquer from the inlaid text, but realizing that the strange glyphs would doubtlessly have been misshapen to begin with, only to assume that their proper shape when viewed correctly through the lens of the lacquer. Science officer was about to call the mission a failure when looking up as they irritably placed along the edges of the circular space. They realized that the discrete lines of the cohesive text were momentarily forming before their eyes, melting away only to be replaced by new lines. Not long after they had the ceiling, walls, and floors images in a spiral pattern, text from the other shrines would help us piece it all together. Fascinating. The complete doctrine of the gods for that of what was recovered texts have to be regarded as dwarfing the fairy tale scraps upon which the old Japan religions were founded. It is as shockingly revelatory as it is revolutionary. With only a little bit of a creative interpretation, it is clear that the people of Het Prime were meant for great things, guided by the strong hand of a religious leader. Our path is one to godhood, but our past is littered with prophecies unfulfilled and sin born of ignorance. Redemption is ephemeral. I don't know how to say that one. Suppress the findings, which we gain influence. Knowledge is power. Secret knowledge is secret power. Monetize the findings. Some of the wealthy faith corporations have caught wind of the affair and are very interested to give us energy credits. But what can we learn from this would gain society? Research regarding the variety of validity of the sacred text effect remains that we share religious concepts with some older unknown spacefaring race. We will walk in the footsteps of the divine, which starts a religious renaissance, shifting in empire ethics towards spiritualists. Unity gained 314 shifts its ethic towards spiritualists, and so it shifts its ethics towards spiritualists. Our ethics are currently around authoritarian, I believe. If I remember any of that correctly, let's take a look at our ethics. Is there a way to look at that at all? let's see. Governing ethics, there's fanatic, pacifist, and authoritarian. So yeah, I would shift it towards spiritualist. And let's see. Authoritarian gives us monthly influence and a worker base resource output plus 5%, which both are really good things. I don't know. I think for me, I'd probably go with what can we learn from this, because it gives society research. That's more so what I would aim for anyway. Is let's not hide it. We're going to go out there, spend time researching it. We're going to prove that there was something that resulted from our constant bombardment of research and stuff. But we've also reached the end of the video, so I'm going to stop you here. Thank you all for watching. If you liked, go ahead and like button. If you want to see more of my videos, you can hit that subscribe button. You can also hit the bell to turn on notifications or let you know right when I upload. If you want now, there's also a video that the YouTube algorithm thinks is the best video to watch off my channel. Other than that, thank you for chatting with me today. Spaceman Josh, out.